Ooh, welcome to Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 24th, I believe, because the DLC comes out on the 25th. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw because we did get a sad news. Bleh. And we heard a big match happening next week on Raw as well. But we got the first look of Abyss from 2K25 yesterday. I got the burps. Ugh. Sorry about my hair. I just woke up and it's all over the place. Jesus, I don't know what happened here. I just woke up to do this video for you guys. So yeah, I'm sorry about my hair. It's a little crazy right now. It's really sticking up, man. I look like that cartoon, Johnny Bravo. If you don't know who that is, he has really bright blonde hair. I don't have really blonde hair. I have dark blonde. But yeah, I look like him with his hair stick up. Thank you very much. I don't know what he says. I forgot what he says. But ladies and gentlemen, 2K25 showed us the first look of Abyss, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy. Because Abyss has they showed us his entrance, and he has his TNA theme song. He has all of his TNA stuff. He has his motion as TNA. When he crosses arms like this in his entrance, the pyro goes up. The big giant fire, poof, comes up. Some people say, "Where's the Janus, the weapon?" It's a weapon. You have to edit it in, so it makes more sense because he doesn't come out with it as an entrance. He comes out with a chain. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm happy. I'm happy that he doesn't get like a generic theme song and something stupid. Everything looks like TNA for this guy. He has his TNA attire on with a jacket with the black suit attire, ring attire that has the A on it. So I'm happy, and that the old version of his mask. Not the face paint that he had when he was part of the Decay. I'm trying to get some light in here. I'm trying to turn on my TV. I'm trying to get some light in here. It's gonna be a little loud. Hold on. There we go. It's gonna be a little loud. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I started trying to play GTA 5 again. I already beat it. I'm gonna start a new game for it. I'm not far from it yet. I'm on a sniper mission. I don't like snipers. I like to just go up to people and shoot them. That's what I like. I don't like snipers. I hate snipers. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard about Liv Morgan. She's injured for a couple months. So we don't know what's going on with the women's tag team titles, right? We don't know anything. Nick and Adam is talking about the tag team titles on the phone, but Adam got a little interrupted by AJ Styles. I think it was AJ Styles, and he said because of Liv Morgan's injured and somebody else got injured, and it was Dominic Mysterio. So Adam Pearce told AJ Styles he has to postpone the championship match from Night of Champions to some other day until Dominic is medically cleared. AJ wants to beat him up and make sure that he is hurt, but Adam Pearce said don't do that. So that match is postponed, but we got a match to replace it, and it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Because Karrion Kross is keep on bugging Sami Zayn again. And Karrion Kross won't, and he keeps telling Sami Zayn, you're not going to win the world title. And then Sami got annoyed a bit, and he punched Karrion Kross in the face. Karrion Kross was acting like he got hurt. He's hurt, and Scarlett says, stop it. And he just started laughing, and he says that's what he wants. That's the Sami Zayn that he wants. So we got Karrion Kross finally in the PLE at Saudi Arabia against Sami Zayn. And a lot of people are saying it's dangerous for the WWE to go to Saudi Arabia right now because they'll watch the news, what's going on between Israel in Iran, I think it was. Something like that. Bad things are happening right now. So I'm not talking about it because I don't talk about those things, those upsetting things that what's happening in the world. I didn't want to talk about the pandemic world or what Donald Trump was doing, so we're not going to talk about this. We heard that mommy, Raquel Rodriguez, called out Rhea Ripley because everybody's upset about Liv Morgan. But Finn Balor is trying to hype up everybody and trying to get back to focus on what's on their business, and that's JD and Finn Balor are going for the World Tag Team titles next week. New Day is not happy, but they defending the World Tag Team titles next week. Finn Balor says that Dominic, you're still the Intercontinental Champion. When you're medically cleared, you could show AJ Styles why you're the champion. And he told Roxanne, you're going to win the Queen of the Ring. You're going to beat Jade Cargill and win the whole thing. And then he went to Raquel because Raquel is holding both women's tag team titles. Nick and Adam still don't know what they're going to do with the women's tag team titles. But Finn Balor told Raquel, you are the women's tag team champions. And then Raquel was a little upset because Liv is still not here. And Finn has to get it under Raquel's skin. He said something. Raquel got angry. And that's what Finn Balor wants. He says, you shouldn't have let what Rhea Ripley did to you last week. And she said, you're right. So she called out Rhea Ripley to a brawl. And Rhea Ripley came out and we had a brawl. And these two were trying to destroy each other a whole bunch of times. Trying to hurt each other. And they brought out the Slim Jim table. Rhea Ripley would set it up. And she was about to put Raquel into this table until Roxanne Perez came out, jumped on the back of Rhea Ripley, and then Raquel Rodriguez put Rhea Ripley through a table. And you see Raquel helping up Roxanne Perez, and they hugged it out. Is Roxanne part of the Judgment Day now? Oh, I don't know what's happening. But I think I told you guys my prediction. My prediction is Roxanne is going to replace Liv Morgan with the women's tag team titles, and when Liv Morgan comes back, she's not going to be happy. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Seth Rollins, and I don't remember everything he says. He says all the people that made the return. And made the return, like Cody Rhodes, like CM Punk. I think he said John Cena. I don't know. He said a whole bunch of things. He said he's the future of the WWE. He says this whole faction is the future of the WWE. And he doesn't like everybody getting involved in his business, like Penta, like Sammy, like CM Punk, everybody that's getting in the way, like LA Knight. We heard LA Knight is injured. Injured for I don't know how long. They said he's gone. I forget what they said. I know it started with an I, but he's injured and he's indefinitely. He's injured indefinitely, and he will be gone for a while because all that tsunamis and the spears on the ribs, and now LA Knight has bruised ribs, destroyed ribs, because of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So Seth Rollins is getting tired of all these people getting involved in his business, and Penta comes out to interrupt Seth Rollins because he has a match with Braun Breaker. This match was a great match, back and forth with these guys, but the winner of that match was Braun Breaker. And Seth Rollins went to the face-to-face with Penta outside the ring. Seth was outside the ring. Penta was in the ring. He was huffing and puffing because he got speared. Seth Rollins says, "Stay out my way," and you heard Penta yell, "No." So Penta's not going to stop. Well, we have the Queen of the Ring semifinals, and whoever wins this match will go to the finals and face Asuka at the Night of Champions for the Queen of the Ring. And whoever wins that match, they will be going to SummerSlam in August for a shot at their brand's women's championships. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Roxanne did a hell of a job. Jade Cargill did a hell of a job. I knew this was to be a good match. But the winner of that match and heading to the finals will be Jade Cargill. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we got Becky Lynch versus Bayley for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Laura Valkyria, she has a little problems here. She tried to congrats Bayley on this opportunity and all that stuff. But Bayley told her, if I win this title, you'll be the first one in line for the shot of the championship. But there's a little mixed singles here. And then during the match, Laura Valkyria got involved in the match, and because Becky Lynch tried to bury Bayley underneath the announce table with chairs, Laura tried to help Bayley elevate, and then Becky attacked Laura, and then Becky went back in the ring. Laura followed her and tried to go up. She went on the apron. Looks like tried to punch Becky, but if she did that, Bayley would be injured. Bayley pulls Laura off the apron and saying, "This is my shot." And then Becky baseball slide Laura Valkyria down. And then Bayley was trying to destroy Becky Lynch because she distracted, and I thought Bayley might win this because of the distraction. But Bayley was about to do her elbow drop until Laura Valkyria ran in the ring and start punching and beating Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch wins by disqualification. And Bayley says, "What are you doing? This is my title match. Why are you doing this?" I think Laura might turn heel. She did choose Becky Lynch when Bayley got injured at WrestleMania. And all of these things that Becky Lynch is doing to Laura Valkyria, and she doesn't have a title shot. Bayley does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got the finals of the King of the Ring. We got Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. I thought it was a pretty decent match, ladies and gentlemen. These two, they're best friends, but they were destroying each other. Cody Rhodes was doing all his signatures. All the signatures that he has in the game, he did every single one of them in real life. And he couldn't keep Jey Uso down, but the winner of that match and will be facing Randy Orton in the finals of the King of the Ring will be Cody Rhodes. I thought it was going to be Raw versus SmackDown because that's what they did with the women's. Raw versus SmackDown, but it's SmackDown versus SmackDown. And we heard from Goldberg, we heard from Gunther. This is what Gunther does every single day. Every reign he gets, he talks. You see what I mean? The guy just talks and talks and talks. I want Seth Rollins to cash in on Gunther because the guy talks all day. He wants to get rid of Goldberg. And it's official. This is Goldberg's retirement match. He told Michael Cole this is his retirement match. But Michael Cole did say, what happens if you win the World Heavyweight title if this is your retirement match? He says, that's going to be interesting. It will be interesting if he wins. I don't think he's going to win. The guy can't walk. The guy can't even raise his hands on the turnbuckle. He has a bad knee, man. That guy has a bad knee. I don't know how much can you do in this match. But I don't know why this is happening. For the world title, I am okay if it's a random match. And, not random, but if it's just a normal match, retirement, and not for the world title, because he could win the world title, because it's Goldberg. He won the Universal title from frickin' Kevin Owens. The guy that's younger than he is. The guy that beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series in seconds. So, I see Goldberg could win this world title because it's Goldberg. Oh, man. So, yeah. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. We got a lot of things happening in TNA. We heard that NXT superstar showed up. That's not Trick Williams. That's not Trick Williams. Trick Williams shows up every single week because he's the world champion now. But this person is not Trick Williams. And he's not it's not a TNA world champion. So that's gonna be interesting as well. It's all the tapings. I read the spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys because it sounds like it's going to be on this week's TNA. So let's get to it. I have to wait until Thursday. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the DLC. I hope you guys are ready for it. The only thing I care about the NBA stars is that we get new moves. We could get some high flyer moves that you could like download some luchadors. Mr. Iguana, if they have some moves for Mr. Iguana that everybody went nuts for after Worlds Collide. So yeah, there's the only thing I care about from those guys is the moves. But I could use them for my independent wrestling to be jobbers or win some mid-card titles. I don't know about the world title, but they could win like mid-card titles. Abyss is going to be on my NXT and my independent wrestling, and Greg Khali will be on my old school. I have an old school with a whole bunch of legends. People got released. It's all different eras facing each other to see who's a better legend or an old school guy that's been in WWE already, but they got released, or they're legends. That's what I do with the legends. I make my old school. And the Great Khali will be in it, and that's a big addition in my in my Raw or SmackDown. I got 2 shows for the old school. We got 2 brands, Raw and SmackDown. And I'm using the old school arenas, like the 1997 Raw. I will switch it every time I finish a WrestleMania, like a year. I will switch it up to the Raw 2011. And on SmackDown, it will stay on SmackDown 2002 because we don't have another old school SmackDown. I wish we did, but we don't. But that's okay. But that's what we do every time. Every W Universe mode. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what to do. Tyler's out. See you guys tomorrow. Tyler's out. Bye!